We are going to use transparency material to apply oil pastel. But it's important to scratch the surface with sandpaper to get the oil pastel to stick. You can see here that when I try to apply the oil pastel to the unscratched surface, it doesn't look the same, and it actually will wipe off with a damp cloth quite easily, while on the scratched area it's much harder to remove the oil pastel. When sanding, be careful to stay within the boundaries of your drawing. I like to use little circular motions when I'm sanding. You might have to fold the sandpaper to get into the small areas, like I am here on the wing of my penguin. Here the circular motion doesn't work as well as a back and forth motion. Turn your transparency as needed to make it convenient for you to do the sanding. Look for areas that are not as well sanded. They'll appear more transparent. Go back and sand those so that it's evenly sanded all the way across your subject. Pause now to sand inside your symbol. I'm going to place my image back over the original and choose my color family for my penguin. As you might remember, I chose the cool color family to represent loyalty. Having some black, gray, and white as neutral colors can help me explore value as well. Some of the dark areas that I made with a pen were sanded away, and I want to bring back those extra dark values now, so I'm using the pen over the sanded regions when I want to bring back an extra dark value. So now, starting with the black oil pastel, I'm moving into the darkest areas of my image, and I'm pressing onto the sanded area with the oil pastel, working my way around, looking for where the darkest areas in the photograph are. By having the photograph right underneath, it's easy to look for the dark regions. Now I'm using dark blue next and smearing it right into the black. I saw a couple areas where a texture might be useful, so I'm putting those in. You can't put the pen on once the oil pastel is down, so if you're going to use pen, do it before any oil pastel is there. You can slide another piece of paper underneath to see how your image is progressing. I'm moving into a medium blue in this area. Again, just using the photograph underneath as a guide for where I should use dark values and light values. As I move into the light blue here, that's what I was seeing as a light gray in the background. This can be time consuming, and obviously this part of the video is greatly speeded up. I don't work this fast. Continue checking by putting another sheet of paper underneath, seeing how things are coming along, and then removing the paper to see through to the photograph behind. You can also flip your page over, because this is actually the side that is going to be viewed, not the side that has the oil pastel on it, but the transparency side or the glossy side. So flip it over frequently and see what the final image is going to look like that. Pause the video now to work on getting your colors in place. Here's another example. It's oil pastel on this side, and yet this is the side that would be viewed. I can compare different background colors to see which one looks best with my image. So the blue bird on a blue background sort of is camouflaged, while a blue bird on a warmer background like this one really stands out. If you have any smudges of oil pastel in a non-sanded area, they can be wiped off with a damp cloth really easily. This is a good time to do that. For my penguin, I'm going to decide between either a warm background or the cool background. Cool background looks good, but I think I prefer how it stands out against the warm background.